Dwain, when we looked at the second year guys, just who pops out as your favorite second year fantasy football target for breakout this year?
Yeah, so for me, and this one's kind of fun because it's just such a lightning rod like in the community. But for me, it's Amon Ra St. Brown. I love Elijah Moore as well. I like Rashad Bateman, but Amon Ra St. Brown, like really just when you look at what he did, in his rookie season. And here again, this comes back to, so what's the argument like on Amon Ra St. Brown? It's that, well, man, he didn't have all those 30% target share games until, TJ Hawkinson went down. Right. And DeAndre Swift was out of the lineup. But at the end of the day, you know how good you have to be to demand 30% target shares repeatedly over and over and over. You have to be a really good, football player, like at the end of the day. And so that's what I'm buying into with a guy like Amon Ra St. Brown. And people forget, like he was only 21.9 coming out as a rookie. Jamar Chase was 21.6 years old in year one. This was not an old player. He did slip to the fourth round, and these things happen sometimes, but he posted a PFF receiving grade that was worthy. He had a wide receiver 2 season with 223 points, but he also backed it up with a wide receiver 2 worthy PFF receiving grade of an 80. And so, I mean, those are things that I look for. And so with me, Amon Ra St. Brown, and a lot of it does come back to ADP as well. And now let's just bake in the couple of extra things. Like we still have questions with Zach Wilson, right? Zach Wilson, can he boost Elijah Moore, right, to be at the same level? Because I like Elijah Moore as well. He had a 73.8 wide receiver grade as a rookie, which was wide receiver 3 threshold. He had a 24% targets per route run, which is wide receiver 2 worthy. He also had a wide receiver 3 yards per route run of 1.75. So Elijah Moore checks a lot of similar boxes, not quite as good as Amon Ra St. Brown, because the easiest way to find future fantasy producers is they've actually already produced in fantasy, right? Then you look at these advanced stats to help back it up. So with St. Brown, like it's just a player that I know. Jared Goff, do we love Jared Goff? No, but we've seen him support multiple fantasy weapons before. We haven't seen that, from Zach Wilson. So I do start to pull the other pieces in, but they're more tiebreakers. But the profiles of Amon Ra St. Brown looks good. Devonta Smith checks all the boxes we want. Elijah Moore, from again, just as far as checking their talent, like they've already shown they can demand targets. They've shown in data points that are individual away from just the volume that these guys are worthy of more. Now, will they get it or not? Like some of the other factors will play, but they're all eligible. So Amon Ra is my favorite, and I like the ADP on him as well, because now Bateman's ADP has just kind of gone, like it's like it's going through the roof. Like and Bateman honestly graded out the lowest of all these guys. Like his PFF receiver grade, he got like just above the threshold I want for a rookie, but ultimately it was a wide receiver 6 PFF receiver grade. His targets per route run, wide receiver 6. Yards per route run, wide receiver 6. He didn't touch any of the other thresholds, but he is a former first rounder. We've seen guys that at least get to that 65 grade be a former first rounder, and if they get to that 65 grade, we've seen 9 out of 10 former first rounders eventually post a top 24 finish. So I still feel good about Bateman, but wow, like him leapfrogging all these other guys in ADP just because Marquise Brown is gone, like means I'll get exposure to him. I just probably won't be able to get as much.
Right here. You got a Discord? So do we. Let's keep this conversation going. Join our Discord link. It's somewhere in the profile.